pulling up and pulling out. It's fast becoming a way of life up and down the Gulf Coast. July 5th is the earliest date on record with 4 named storms, and now Emily is number 5.
We've almost got 2 months before even the peak of the season, so highly active season, long way to go.
On the South Texas coast, they aren't worried about storms to come. All of their focus right now is on Emily. Jay Gray, NBC News, South Padre Island.
The storm is expected to gain some strength in the warm Gulf waters before making landfall in northern Mexico or in South Texas sometime on Wednesday. And the cleanup from Hurricane Dennis continues in Florida. Early this morning, 8 local members of AmeriCorps were getting ready to help out. Denver is one of 5 regional hubs in the United States and serves 17 states in the central part of the country. The members packed up and then were shuttled to DIA for their flight. The group will join with 22 other AmeriCorps members who have been pulled from other service projects across the country. The Denver group's help with the cleanup is expected to last about 6 weeks. Parts of Florida were not done with cleanup efforts from last year's Ivan when, of course, Dennis hit.
Convicted bomber Eric Rudolph has been sentenced to life in prison without a chance for parole for the 1998 bombing of an abortion clinic in Alabama. In a rambling statement, an angry Rudolph defended his actions. 9 News reporter Leanne Gregg has the story.
Under tight security, a police vehicle whisked bomber Eric Rudolph into a safe location at a Birmingham courthouse to face a judge who sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Oh my God! Rudolph avoided the death penalty in a plea agreement in which he confessed to setting off deadly bombs at clinics where abortions were performed in Birmingham and Atlanta.
He's a monster. He's a murderer. He won't be able to murder again. He'll be in federal prison for the rest of his life.
In court, Rudolph offered no apology and instead angrily denounced abortion. He told the judge, quote, "Deadly force is needed to stop it."
No matter how he tries to justify his actions and glorify himself, he is a terrorist. He is a murderer. Don't ever forget that.
Emily Lyons, a nurse critically injured in one of the bombings and scarred for life, opposed the plea deal.
He deserved the death penalty.
Rudolph also confessed to the bombings of a gay bar in Atlanta and of the 1996 Centennial Park Olympic bombing that killed 1 woman and injured more than 100 people. Formal sentencing for those crimes will be next month. Leanne Gregg, 9 News.
Rudolph is a self-proclaimed wilderness survivalist who became famous after evading capture for 5 years. He was arrested at a resort in the mountains of North Carolina in 2003. He's expected to be moved to a maximum security federal prison here in Colorado, where he'll serve his time. Longmont police are looking for someone who might recognize a bank robber who did the job Gilligan style. Friday, bank surveillance cameras snapped pictures of a man wearing a light-rimmed floppy hat. He held up the Heritage Bank on the 2300 block of Main Street, handing over a note demanding money. They say he left in a dark blue Hyundai Sonata, which they also caught on camera. They believe the man was 40 to 50 years old and about 5'11" to 6 feet tall. If you recognize the man in the pictures wearing his untucked short-sleeved shirt, cargo pants, and again that Gilligan-style hat, you're asked to call police.
According to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, it isn't that difficult for teens to illegally purchase alcohol in Adams County. Over the weekend, the organization partnered with the North Glen Police Department to do checks on establishments that sell alcohol. 9 News reporter Dana Knowles tells us the goal was to find out how many were actually selling it to teens.
These kids need to be protected from themselves.
Steve Nyer wishes he could have protected his son, Adam. He and a friend were killed in a drunk driving accident 4 years ago, a few days before graduating from high school.
These are 2 beautiful kids that are no longer with us because of underage drinking and the ease of getting alcohol for somebody under 21.
The organization Mothers Against Drunk Driving says oftentimes teens have little trouble buying alcohol.
Every year, thousands of teens are affected by alcohol use. We are here today to say enough to this public health and safety crisis.
Over the weekend, MAD, along with the North Glen Police Department, conducted random checks of 21 establishments that sell alcohol in Adams County. and there were 4 violations.
I don't think I look 21, but...
17-year-old Mark Vasquez went into this Albertsons using his own driver's license and was able to purchase beer.
Any kid could do it if I could do it.
Why was it so easy?
They didn't pay attention to the ID, which is a common mistake.
The ID even says Mark is under 21 in bright red lettering.
It's easy to become bogged down at a grocery store where you got 2 or 3 folks standing in line and miss a minor trying to buy liquor, and the next thing you know, they're walking out the store with the alcohol.
Similar checks were done in 21 states nationwide, with 82% of the establishments in compliance. But Adam Neyer's father, Steve, will tell you it's still not enough. Dana Knowles, 9 News.
MAD says that alcohol is the #1 drug problem among teens in the United States and that it kills more young people than all illicit drugs combined. Fire crews continue to battle several wildfires burning in Colorado today. We have a map that shows some of the larger ones. Firefighters are working to contain fires in the southwest corner of the state as well as on the western slope and a few in northern Colorado. The hot and dry conditions increase the chance for more wildfires. Today, Summit County commissioners declared a fire hazard emergency. That means there is now a ban on all open fires in the county, as well as the use and sale of fireworks. The ban will remain in effect until at least the 26th of July.
In about a week and a half, a 13-year-old girl from Liberia will undergo surgery at Children's Hospital to extend her stomach to her throat. The procedure is necessary because her esophagus was destroyed when she ingested a very small amount of lye. In Liberia, barrels of water are left outside of homes, and she mistakenly thought a barrel with a cup next to it was water. The surgery will hopefully allow one teenager to eat and drink again. This afternoon, we met the girl named Mema and her mother, and a doctor from Colorado who knows the family, and he also joined us. In a backyard in Littleton, Mema and her cousins enjoy a summer afternoon. For now, cousins fill the void of the brothers and sisters Mema is missing. Mema and her mother came here a few months ago on a desperate journey of survival.
It has really been a very tough time for me.
It's not to me as much the desperateness of the situation that's compelling, but the courage of a young lady and her mom and her family to keep going when many would have given up a number of months ago. That's what's compelling.
What we can't see is the feeding tube keeping Mema alive. 7 months ago in Liberia, she accidentally swallowed a few sips of lye. It destroyed her esophagus. Mema's mother took her daughter everywhere she could for medical care.
Liberia has been in civil war for about 15 years. It has ravaged the healthcare system as well as every other aspect of society.
In a country starved by war, there was little to do for a little girl who was starving. Mema can't even swallow her own saliva.
Because there's no way that I can swallow anything.
And they came to Colorado because Mema's aunt and uncle are missionaries who live in Littleton. With the support of a church and doctors who do international care, they will get the surgery they believe will save Mema.
But perhaps within a month, there's great hope that within a month she will be eating and the kind of life that she once had will be returned to her.
Mema dreams of drinking and eating again. Her first choice will be a staple from home, potato greens. They grow in her cousin's backyard. Then she wants an American favorite.
Ice cream.
All of it possible with the love of family and friends who believe in Mema. For her mother, it's a miracle of faith.
So I kept praying that if it is God's will, that this girl should live.
And live a life that is normal in every sense. No doubt missing those cousins in Colorado, but eventually home with family in Liberia. So many people have heard of Mema's story and offered to help. Word of mouth, really. And the surgeon doing the procedure is waiving the fee. But there are many other costs related to this major operation and long-term recovery. If you want to know more about Mema's story or you want to help, all you have to do is go to our website, look for the news icon, and then the 4 o'clock page.
This is remarkable on so many fronts. First of all, tragic that it happened, but it's incredible that medicine can figure out that medicine has a technique for repairing it. That takes your breath away.
And she really wanted to get the care, obviously, in Africa, and she believed that perhaps somebody could do it. And then finally, a lot of the doctors that do international care said to her, you really need to go to the United States. You have to get there somehow.
Incredible that she's alive.
Getting the visa, getting out of there, and she wants to get back to her husband and other children.
Sure.
Mama wants to get home, too. So it's going to be great, but it's wonderful that she came here.
Remarkable,
and it'll happen in Colorado.
Every front.
Yeah.
Well, let's wish her the best. All right, it is one of the silent killers in your own home. Kids and pets find it hard to avoid, so much so that Congress is now considering action. We're going to tell you what that's all about. Also, some very good news for people who like chocolate. Your blood pressure could be going down soon.
It's luggage that doesn't cost a lot, but does it hold up? Consumer Reports finds out. And it's a true story of friendship between an unusual pair. We'll meet the Barnyard Buddies up ahead.
You're watching 9 News with Mark Kobry, Kim Christensen, Kathy Sabin, and Kirk Montgomery on KUSA, Colorado's first and only news presented in high definition. If you have a news tip, tell us about it. Go to 9news.com and press the 9 News tip button or call us at 303-871-9100.
I'm proud to build trucks and SUVs to a higher standard, professional grade.
I'm proud to make an SUV with the tightest turning radius.
Best V8 fuel economy.
Most horsepower in its class. I'm proud to innovate.
And I'm proud to offer something we've never done before.
Our very own employee discount. You pay what we pay.
Not a cent more.
Get an 05 Yukon 4-wheel drive SLE for just $31,863 with your employee discount. See your participating Colorado GMC dealers by August 1st.
Ready for a tasty bargain? Check this out. Introducing the new 99-cent KFC Snacker. 100% hand-floured chicken breast, pepper mayo, and crisp lettuce freshly prepared on a sesame seed bun. Now your dollar goes further at KFC.
You asked me to do some research on the Chrysler Group?
I'm waiting.
They have their most award-winning and freshest lineup ever. 12 vehicles with 5-star frontal crash test rating and projected to retain their value better than GM or Ford.
Yada, yada, yada. You forgot the most important part of all, the deal.
It's Employee Pricing Plus, our employee discount, plus up to an extra $3,500 cash allowance.
So I'd say if you can find a better car, buy it.
Couldn't have said it better myself, kid.
You say your New Year's resolution to lose weight didn't work out again this year? Well, what are you waiting for? Christmas? Today through Wednesday, LA Weight Loss is having a Christmas in July sale. Now you can lose weight the right way and enjoy life like never before at a super sale price. But you must call now because this sale absolutely ends Wednesday. Call 1-800-526-SLIM and give yourself the greatest Christmas gift ever, a slimmer, healthier you. Sale ends Wednesday, so call now.
Well, the Chrysler Group's done it again with their most award-winning and freshest lineup ever.
Chrysler Group vehicles are projected to retain their value better than Ford or GM.
Chrysler Group vehicles have significantly improved quality over the last 3 years.
You know, there's still something missing here.
Announcing Employee Pricing Plus. Everyone in America can get the employee discount plus up to an extra $3,500 cash allowance. So remember, if you can find a better car, buy it.
Now we're talking.
Dinner time is back. Bring them to the table with the unique homestyle taste of original recipe. Hand-floured in a secret blend of 11 herbs and spices and fried to golden perfection. Right now, get 10 pieces for $8.99. Add the fixings to make it a meal. Bring back dinner at KFC.
9 Live on Denver, 88 degrees. Feels wonderful after 90s, and what a beautiful night we had last night. Cool and marvelous. Kathy is just around the corner with what comes next. Let's get a check on the afternoon traffic now with Tanya Hotman. Tanya, we had a pretty rough rush hour this morning. Again, how do we look this afternoon?
Well, not too much better, unfortunately. Now, here's the good news. There was a rollover at the ramp from northbound I-25 to northbound I-225, which is why you see the slowing. But they do have that rollover cleared off to the shoulder. Unfortunately, now, though, those two right lanes, very slow, and everything's back to about Orchard now. Those left lanes, though, pretty much flying by, so that's great news. Other than that, we had a little crash on the ramp from northbound Santa Fe to northbound I-25, so a little bit more slowing as you're trying to get onto the interstate there. It's about to Broadway on that Santa Fe drive, and then that ramp still pretty clogged up for you. So as soon as they get that out of the way, that'll alleviate that stress as well, guys.
All right, thanks, Tanya. Antifreeze manufacturers may soon be required to change their product's flavor. A chemical additive produces a bitter taste, something that they say could save the lives of children and pets. NBC's Doug Luzader is on Capitol Hill, where Congress could soon require that ingredient.
For mechanic Steve Cook, the job couldn't be more routine, flushing a radiator with antifreeze.
Yeah, it's poisonous, yes. But it keeps the engine cool, it does its job.
It does its job, but the poisonous fluid coursing through these lines, the same antifreeze you can buy in any auto parts store, has a sugary, sweet taste. Each year, antifreeze kills some 10,000 animals, and more than 1,000 children ingest it as well. And that's why an unusual lobbying group is making its way through the halls of Congress.
They call this the dog days of summer, and I guess they really are literally here in this room.
And so are representatives from the antifreeze industry and an animal rights group. They agree now on a single national standard for a bitter-tasting additive.
That tiny amount is highly effective, as one who tasted bitterant the other day in a minuscule amount, and you don't ever want to do that again.
A strong flavor because not all spills are accidents.
Antifreeze, because it is toxic, it's easily available, and it's quite inexpensive, is being used in some cases as the tool of choice to be able to still that barking neighbor's dog.
And bitter or sweet, it's important to keep antifreeze off the ground and out of reach. In Washington, Doug Luzader, NBC News.
Both the Senate and House are considering bills that would require the additive. It's expected to add about 3 cents per gallon to the cost of antifreeze. Researchers have discovered a new reason to eat dark chocolate, as if we needed another one, but it could help lower your blood pressure. A small study found high blood pressure patients who ate 3.5 ounces of dark chocolate every other day for 2 weeks showed a 10% drop in their blood pressure. Wow. They also showed an improvement in insulin sensitivity and cholesterol levels. The cocoa in dark chocolate contains natural chemicals called flavonoids. We love them, and they're good for your body. You won't get the same results from all the other chocolates. That's researchers say that dark, bitter chocolate only carries that benefit. So this was a small study of just 20 people. Why didn't I participate? Researchers say it needs to be replicated in a larger study. And maybe then we can join it. And you can't just load up on chocolate, though, to see the benefits. Researchers say chocolate is still full of calories. So eating too much will make you gain weight, and that's bringing on some of its own problems. So if you don't like dark chocolate, you can also find flavonoids in cranberries, red wine, fruits, and vegetables, but not nearly as much fun as dark chocolate.
The study also said if you eat an entire regular package of M&Ms every day for a year without exercising, you will gain 25 pounds.
Oh, stop. You spoiled the Doritos.
That's a
now
lot.
You're off to M&Ms.
25 pounds. That's a lot. All right, well, moving on to luggage, also a very important topic, luggage to carry your M&Ms in. It's a great-looking deal for travelers on a budget, but do the less expensive luggage sets hold up on the road? Consumer Reports does the testing. Surprising results when we come back.
Dateline Friday. She went from a life of glamour in the big city to raising her little girl in a small town. Then this single mother turned up dead. A real-life mystery. Part of the 2-hour Dateline Friday, 8/7 Central on NBC.
If you missed the big Chevy employee discount for everyone, you're in luck. We've extended the program, giving you a second chance to take advantage of employee pricing on almost every 05 Chevy vehicle. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. The Chevy employee discount for everyone. Hurry, offer ends August 1st. Chevy, made for Colorado.
For a good.
Quiet on the set.
Oh, whoa, hello. We're not using VAT lighting. Oh, good. You know, TV ads, 10 pounds. Yeah, and I'm very concerned with my strawberry and cream appearance, you know. Hey, cue car guy, guess how many calories I'm down to? Go on, guess. 60. Yep, let me tell you. Sure beats using that Thigh Master. Honestly, I never could work one of those things.
The unbelievably rich taste of Blue Bunny Better For You ice cream. So good, it speaks for itself.
Selling your home shouldn't be this hard. At RE/MAX,
you'll find an experienced agent to take on the job and make your life a whole lot simpler.
Paper cut.
Yeah.
Let's stick with Remax.
Nobody sells more real estate than Remax.
Say aloha to a great taste from Papa John's. It's Papa John's barbecue chicken and bacon pizza and Hawaiian barbecue chicken pizza with the added taste of juicy pineapple. Call now and get a large barbecue chicken and bacon pizza or Hawaiian barbecue chicken pizza. Your choice, just $11.99. $11.99. Now play Click and Win at papajohns.com and enter to win a 2005 Ford Mustang GT.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Millions of American families rely on Ford. Right now, Ford invites you to join the Ford Family Plan and pay the same low prices our employees and their families pay. Until August 1st, you'll get our discounts on the entire family of Ford SUVs in stock, including Explorer, America's best-selling SUV. Now get a Ford Explorer for just $24,463. That's just $24,463 for America's most trusted SUV. No hassles, no gimmicks. Visit your local Rocky Mountain Ford store today, and welcome to the family.
9 News Traffic brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, a national alliance of consumer-owned electric utilities, bringing you the power of human connections.
Walmart, Target, and other mass merchandisers are selling luggage sets that go for around $50 to $100.
And I always thought the way the airlines tear your baggage up, or, you know, a lot of damage can happen no matter where, it's like, gee whiz, this is a good deal. And you can get 3, 4, even 5 bags for under $100. So, looks like a bargain. So, Consumer Reports wanted to test to see how they'll hold up on vacation. Here's what they found.
When you travel, you want a bag that will hold everything you need, one that will survive baggage handling but not cost you a fortune. Consumer Reports just tested 6 inexpensive luggage sets, including one from Pierre Cardin. The 4-piece set cost $100 at Sears. This 5-piece set goes for $110 at Target. Walmart sells this 4-piece American Tourister set for $68, and also at Walmart this Skyline Venetian set, which costs just $48 for 5 bags. Testers found the brand new bags handled well. Most were easy to pull. To see how well they'd hold up if you check your bags, Consumer Reports tested them the same way they test all luggage, in this tumbler, which simulates rough baggage handling. Most bags Consumer Reports has tested over the years can go for 1,000 cycles without falling apart. But Rich Handel found the Skyline Venetian set from Walmart didn't last anywhere near that long.
The frame is broken and also torn the fabric. The piping is damaged and popped out. We have tears on the back. The wheels have sheared off the bottom. One of the legs has broken off.
This suitcase was the worst of the bunch, but none of the inexpensive bags fared well. And a second test turned up another problem. Testers put another set of brand new bags under a shower to simulate a rainstorm. Every one of them leaked.
Some water came in through the zipper, went all the way down. It's wet at the edges.
Bottom line, Consumer Reports says these luggage sets may be inexpensive, but they're certainly no bargain.
Even if you have the best suitcase in the world, Consumer Reports says when you check your luggage, be careful what you put inside. The airlines won't reimburse you for many valuables in checked bags if they're lost or stolen, and that includes computers, cameras, musical instruments, jewelry, and cash. So always take those items with you on the plane, because things say, oh no, I had $5 grand in there, but you lost it. Gee whiz, I need to file a claim. It's like, no, you're not getting it back.
But you're only allowed to take, what, 2 bags, and they don't want big ones. It has to fit in the overhead bin.
That's right.
So.
All kinds of baggage just become a complete hassle.
Leave
That's
all the good
bottom
stuff
line.
at home, in other words.
There you go.
Okay.
That's right.
A respite from the heat today. Temperatures only in the 80s.
Oh, we are loving that. Oh, can't get over it. So how long will it last? Kathy is next with the forecast.
What drives you? How about Toyotas that give you peace of mind? Let's go! Including some safe choices, like the standout Camry, roomy Highlander, and rugged V6 Tacoma. Get incredible lease deals like $269 a month on the versatile 05 Highlander, or lease the kid-friendly 05 Sienna for $269 a month. Or choose low APRs or great customer cash, like up to $1,000 on the spacious 05 Sequoia. Come on, come on. What drives you? Toyota safety. Now that's moving you forward.
will give you a look that lets you express yourself. Cost Cutters, we make it happen.
This month, save big on all your favorite professional hair care products during Cost Cutters stock-up sale. Leaders start as low as $11.
Escape from Beigeland. Start with cheese. Tillamook, farmer-owned since 1909.
On the next Ellen, from Desperate Housewives, Marcia Cross.
Were you a therapist?
I wound up getting my master's.
And now they're watching you every week on Desperate Housewives? That was my therapist. It was! Don't take me away!
Then, this mom had soap opera dreams. Ellen said, oh, yes, you can.
This is my big scene.
Now see your acting debut.
That was Deirdre Hall.
Plus, why is Carson Daly in a neck brace? And audience dancing. Next Ellen.
Weekdays at 3 p.m. on 9 News.
Nothing's hotter. Cadillac. Breakthrough.
The Cadillac employee discount for everyone. You pay what we pay.
Nine Live on Vail looks cool and green up there, all the way down to 87 today. Kathy will have what's coming next in just a moment. Meanwhile, speaking of weather, residents along Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula are beginning to assess the damage from Hurricane Emily. The storm is now barreling towards the U.S.-Mexico border. And that is our top story today on 4 o'clock at 9 News. Emily struck resort towns like Cancun overnight. Debris, snapped trees, down power lines littering the area. Emily is expected to regain strength and threaten Mexican oil rigs before slamming into northeast Mexico or southern Texas as early as Tuesday night. Some residents in southern Texas are not taking any chances. They're boarding up and buying generators. Others are packing up and they are pulling out. More on that in just a moment. We have some keyword money to give away today. 2 phone calls as always. If you know today's word when we call, you win $1,000. Previous day's words up to $5,000. And the keyword today